The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Live from the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
All right, I'm here. My name is Gary Parrish, speaking to you from the Built Ford Tough studio. We're in FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I sure hope you're an NBA Cup fan, because it's NBA Cup season. We got a doubleheader tonight on Prime Video. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, so quickly, let me set today's schedule for you in just a couple of minutes. I mean, just a few minutes. Jaylen Wells is going to pop in studio with me. He has started 24 games for the Grizzlies so far this season. Points up, field goal percentage up, three-point field goal percentage up. Good second season for the former second-round pick. Jaylen Wells is going to join me here in just a couple of minutes. Finish talking to him, take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we're going to discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, Memphis coach Penny Hardaway spoke last night at his radio show about the challenges he faced building the roster that just upset Baylor over the weekend. I'll tell you what he said. We'll do that in about 25 minutes. Chargers beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football in an overtime game filled with turnovers. So Philadelphia now 8-5 after previously being 8-2. That's a 3-game losing streak. Eagles offense lived down to its reputation. We'll talk Monday Night Football in just a bit. Indianapolis Colts are bringing in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers for a workout? That sounds like it could be painful. As a man in his 40s, that sounds like it could be painful. We'll discuss old men taking hits a little later on in the show. Quentin Jammer, a former top 5 pick in the NFL draft, decided to jump on social media last night and tell the world that he used to play drunk all the time. Wild revelation. I'll give you the quotes. We'll do that in the third segment. And nominations for the 83rd Golden Globe Awards have been announced. One battle after another leads the way with 9 nods. I'll ask Film Buff Bennett for his thoughts during a segment we call 5 more things you need to know. Then we'll eventually do GP's carry out and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to, but I did want to start in the NBA because It's a big night in the association. It's NBA Cup night. Doubleheader, Prime Video, Heat Magic down in Orlando. Hopefully Desmond Bain will throw another ball at somebody. Knicks Raptors up in Toronto. The winners advance to the semifinals in Las Vegas. Bennett, first question for you. Do you care? Has this caught on?
Yeah, I think I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a big night for the league. I think year 3 is going to be good. I'm excited.
I'm a little less than excited because what the NBA Cup does to me every year, this is my personal experience with the NBA Cup every year. It just leads to me not watching the basketball team I'd like to watch most for an extended period of time because we're never actually in the NBA Cup quarterfinals, never the semifinals of the championship game. So it requires me to just like spend a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday not watching the Memphis Grizzlies. I know that's good for Jaylen Wells and his teammates. Like, you get a little break, opportunity to breathe, but it's a long time before we get to watch the Grizz on television again. I don't love that so much.
Yeah, I get that too. No, I'm excited. I'm a Cup truther, so I will be watching tonight.
All right, Bennett, let's see if you're truly a Cup historian. This is year 3 of the NBA Cup. Can you give me the 2 previous winners?
The Bucks and the Pacers.
The Bucks and the Pacers. Is that correct?
I think that's right.
I've got the
Bucks Lakers.
Yeah, Bucks Lakers.
Bucks Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers beat the Pacers. How quickly we forget. And then it was Bucks over Oklahoma City last year in the NBA Cup. Turns out that is the last time Oklahoma City ever lost a basketball game. NBA Cup last season is the last time Oklahoma City ever lost a basketball game. I don't know if that's true, but it feels true as they're sitting here at 23-1. Jaylen Wells is sitting right on the other side of this wall. Seems rude to make him keep waiting. So let's bring him in next. Chop it up with Jaylen Wells. Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Grizz Nation, Friday nights just got a whole lot better. Introducing Buckets and Brews, the ultimate way to tip off your weekend. Every Friday this season, grab a terrace-level ticket to the Grizz game and 2 12-ounce Miller Lights for just $55. Get great seats, cold brews, and Grizzlies basketball. It's everything you need to start your weekend off right. So get the deal that's too cold to hold. Go to grizzlies.com/Friday to lock in your tickets today.
We are doing fantastic.
Oh, hi, I'm the Grinch for those who live under rocks.
We welcome you to Memphis.
Well, thank you for having me.
When did you get to Memphis?
Just the other day. I was here.
travel?
I felt, my sleigh, obviously, take it all the way down.
Of course.
Yeah, and then yesterday, I ran around everywhere. Yesterday, I went to the Peabody Hotel. I got to make sure all the ducks got into the pond.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Welcome back, Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South. We're inside the Built Ford Tough studio, and I'm joined now by Jaylen Wells, the second-year wing out of Washington State. He started 24 times this season, is on a 2-game winning streak, and he's in studio. Jaylen Wells, it's good to see you on this Tuesday. How you been, man?
Yes, sir. Good to see you. Good morning.
I mentioned the 2-game winning streak. We were talking off air a little bit. How much better does this little break feel, given that you're coming off 2 straight wins as opposed to, there was a stretch where you weren't coming off 2 straight wins?
Yeah, it definitely feels a lot better. I mean, when you're diving into the film over this little break, it's easier, looking into film that you won games on. So that definitely makes you feel good. Going into those 4 or 5 days, you just feel like, okay, we got a little streak going. So yeah, we feel good.
Before we talk big picture, let's talk specifically about you. 24 games, 24 starts, field goal percentage up, 3-point field goal percentage up, points up, rebounds up. How would you describe your second season so far?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you look at the stats, it's up. But I mean, it's not really to my standard.
Some of this is like the past 2 weeks have brought everything up.
Yeah. I feel like, in my head, my standard's a little higher than that. I feel like my percentage should be a lot more up. 3-point percentage a lot more up, and but I'll take it. You see the positives and things. Happy to be able to turn things around, get out that bad stretch.
The past 7 games, it's been 18.3 points and 57% from beyond the arc. What's been the biggest difference for you personally over these past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a difference. I always had the confidence. I was just keep working. Put some more work in, put some more shots in. Looking at the film. I think it's funny because I texted my girlfriend when I was kind of having those bad stretch of games, and I was like, I'm kind of enjoying this just stretch of playing bad. I don't know. It sounds kind of weird, but.
Okay, expand on that. Make that make sense to me. You were enjoying the bad stretch. Why?
I just feel like not everything's gonna be great.
Okay.
Not everything's gonna be great. You're gonna play bad sometimes, and you kind of have to embrace the moment of not playing well, and knowing how it feels to not play well. So when you're working hard and it motivates you kind of, and when you get out of that stretch of playing well, it's like, okay, I'm not going back to that.
So this is interesting to me because I think not only did you have to do that, but the team had to do that. We sit here every day after you guys play, win or lose, and we're talking about it. And one of the things I had sort of picked up on is your coach, Thomas Isolo, had made a point at one point, like, what comes first, the success or the chemistry? Do you have to have the chemistry to get the success, or does the success bring the chemistry? It's like a chicken and egg argument a little bit. But I'm always fascinated, like, these games just come one after another, and it can be difficult to pull yourself out of a bad stretch. How were you guys able to do that? Because not only have you done it, but your team has done it as well.
Yeah, we have some great leaders. Jaren, even Cedric as a rookie, he's very vocal. And then obviously the coaching staff, Tomas. So I think it starts with just the great leaders we have. We stay together, doing activities outside of just basketball. And pulling us together. Shout out to Kenny too. He's big on trying to get the team together outside of basketball. So just doing those things. I think those little things outside of just being on the court is big for chemistry, and then I think it leads to success. So and then obviously when you're winning, you start winning games, and it starts to feel better. Everyone starts to gel even a little bit more.
Let's go back to what I think was perhaps the low point of the season. One of them, you got a lead in the fourth quarter at San Antonio. Squander that. 4-11. You're down 4 point guards. What did it feel like in the locker room in that moment? Out here, it felt like things might be slipping away. Obviously, things haven't slipped away. You flipped it. But take me back to that moment. You're 4-11, and your top 4 point guards are all in street clothes. How do you get through that?
Honestly, I think we still felt confident. It was just kind of like a moment of like, okay, it's just us. Like, obviously no outsider is going to believe, we can be successful at that point. That's a lot of people. I mean, even though it's only been 15 games in the season, a lot of people are just like, okay, count them out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a moment I feel like for a team where it's either you react positively or you react negatively. And I feel like we reacted positively, and it just only made us stronger as a team together.
You mentioned Ja as a leader, and he is clearly the face of this thing, and is expected to return on Friday. That's not official, but it certainly seems to be trending that way. There's always a lot of conversations connected to him. There was an article last week where a bunch of people anonymously got to talk about Ja Morant, and they said some things, and you probably saw that. I want you to talk on the record about Ja Morant. You know him better than most. You're with him more than just about anybody. If I called you from ESPN and said, "Talk to me about Ja Morant," what would you say?
That's the leader. That's my vet. He's a leader. That's what he does. Make sure everyone's good. He's gonna look out for you. He's a great teammate. And then on the floor, I mean, energetic player, exciting player to play with. Can do amazing things. But yeah, I mean, as a person, you know, I feel like it's not fair for people to kind of speak on his character when they're not with him every day, day in out. You know, going to practice with them. You know, spending travel days with him. So yeah, I think a lot of people from the outside get to speak on his character that really don't have the view to really speak on it.
If I were talking to him, I'd tell him, "Hey man, the most important thing you can do right now is just block all this stuff out and focus on the job." But that would be, I think, good advice, but not advice I would be able to take myself. I couldn't block all this out if I were him. How does he handle that? I know he hears it because he posts about it sometimes, but in the day to day when the cameras are off, how does he handle all the noise around him all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to speak for him, but
Yeah.
to me, it seems like he doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's going to still be the same happy person he is, you know, coming to the gym, you know, joking around, you know, having fun, making sure the team's doing better, you know, even though he's not playing with us, you know, he's on the sidelines helping us out, you know, bringing the guys over, you know, talking to them, just doing whatever it takes to contribute to winning while being off the floor. So really appreciative of that.
So we're waiting on Ja to return, obviously, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen, Brandon Clark. We could go down the whole list. But one guy who has returned is Zach Edey. And everybody says things like 7'4", 300 pounds. He's going to change everything. And it's just sort of something people say. But I don't know if people actually understand how he changes everything. But you're on the court with him. How does he change things?
Yeah, I mean, I think he makes everyone's life a lot easier just being on the floor. Me as being obviously the primary defender, having a 7'4" guy who can just control the paint like he does just makes my job 10 times easier. So him just being there in general is helpful for the team. And then obviously he does a lot of great things. I mean, outside of just being 7'4", I mean, the way he runs, the way he can get down the floor, I mean, just his energy he plays with. And obviously, when you see him out there, you know he's giving 100% effort. So really. Yeah,
Are you surprised that it's happened so quickly for him? I mean, obviously he was good as a rookie, but he missed a good chunk of the offseason, and typically there's a ramp-up session, and it's going to take a minute before he gets comfortable, and yet he's averaging a double-double and has looked, frankly, like one of the best centers in the world very quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, Zach's a worker, so yeah. I believe it. And when you see like how into his craft he is, like you would understand why he's able to do that. Just
a couple more things for you, because I know you got a million things to do, workouts later today. So we've gone from 4-11 to now just 2 games under 500, above the cut line for the postseason. Obviously, some of this is the schedule lightened up a little bit. We don't have to lie to each other, but still, you guys have been excellent at beating the teams that you're supposed to beat this season. The next step is beating some teams that you're not supposed to beat. What's the key to getting to that place?
Yeah, I mean, just taking the things that we've been doing to beat these teams that we've been beating, and just amplifying it. Honestly, obviously we're gonna get some guys back, having Zach back, and yeah, I think we have a lot of great, just thing to build on right now, as far as winning. And yeah, I think it's gonna be good games in the future. And I'm happy to, you know.
And last thing, there was, I guess, a learning curve getting comfortable with the new coaching staff. There were headlines created earlier in the season. I won't ask you to revisit that, but where are we now? Are people more comfortable at this point in the season than maybe they were early in the season with the philosophies and everything else that goes it comes into play when you've got a first-year coach trying to implement things?
I mean, yeah, we've always had the full confidence in Tomas, and going into training camp, I think he did a really good job on kind of setting the standard on how we're going to play, how we're gonna act as a team, and Yeah, so I mean, we always had that confidence in him. I don't think anything's ever changed. You know, whether we were losing, whether we're winning, we always had full confidence in him. So I just think that more games under our belt, you know, obviously it's going to look better on the floor.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. Friday night, the Grizzlies will return to the court. In the starting lineup will be Jaylen Wells for the 25th time this season. Congrats on a wonderful start to your second season, and I appreciate you popping in studio with me.
Thank you.
That is Jaylen Wells, the second-year wing for your Memphis Grizzlies. He'll be back inside FedEx Forum on Friday night when the Grizzlies continue their campaign trying to break into the playoffs once again. When we come back, we'll turn our attention to college basketball. Penny Hardaway spoke last night on his radio show about the challenges he faced trying to build this roster that upset Baylor over the weekend. I'll tell you what he said. We'll do that next. Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you. Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we ain't leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays and the evenings and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South to take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's Orthosouth at orthosouth.org. Now I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
First, I'm over here struggling personally, Bennett.
Why is that?
The Dodgers just signed Mets closer Edwin Diaz.
Oh, that's tough.
Why did the Dodgers get to buy my closer?
Because they're rich.
We're rich too.
Everybody wants to play for the winners.
Damn it. Also, Phillies just re-signed Kyle Schwarber, 5 years, $150. So the Phillies just got better and the Mets just got worse. Dodgers just got better.
Tough scene.
It's a tough scene, man. It's a tough scene. Penny Hardaway had a radio show last night like he does every Monday throughout the season, and he talked about, among other things, the challenges he faced building this roster that has obviously gotten off to a rough start despite the upset of Baylor over the weekend. Here's what he said. Quote, I think what people have to understand is we were waiting on Dane Danger and PJ Haggerty for a long time. We passed on a lot of guys in the transfer portal because we were trying to be loyal to Dane and PJ, and we were wanting them to come back, end quote. That makes sense to me. I understand that. At the end of the day, it's like an explanation more than an excuse because, you know, the roster is the roster and the record is the record. But I can understand how you get caught in a tough spot. And we talked about it, particularly with the Haggerty thing. We talked about it in real time. Like, that was an uncomfortable spot to be in. You've got somebody you clearly want back. You've got the money to get him back, but he won't take it because he's clearly looking for something else. So what do? Do you just pull the money back and say, we'll move on? Or do you hold out hope that maybe, just maybe, a consensus second team All-American might come back to you for the millions of dollars you're putting on the table? Reasonable people could disagree on how to handle that situation. And I do remember saying at one point, at some point, you've got to put a deadline on him and just say either take our money or we're giving it to somebody else. But we're not going to wait all summer for you to make a decision. We're not going to allow you to use our offer as leverage with other schools. You can either take our money or don't take our money, but we're not going to let you go shopping for the next month saying, if you can beat Memphis's offer, I'll come with you. But, you know, what if there was a chance he does come back if you just wait it out? And then it's not unlike the situation Ole Miss found itself with Lane Kiffin, you know, over the past month. Like, how do you handle that? You don't want to lose the guy, but he's clearly looking, and you don't like him looking like this, but you don't want to lose him. So how do you handle that? And it's just complicated. But I can understand how that messed up things or complicated the process. And the Dane Danger thing, the truth is, you can make a compelling argument that he should have been given, I guess, an extra year of eligibility, given how many other players with similar circumstances are given an extra year of eligibility. So they really we're on the wrong end of two decisions, one by the NCAA and one by PJ Haggerty.
Yeah, I mean,
and if those decisions flip, you've got a totally different basketball team right now.
I mean, you know where I stand on. I think the Dane Danger thing was total BS. Like, he should have gotten that waiver, but whatever. Everybody else in college basketball did, but he didn't.
I don't disagree
fine.
with you.
But it is what it is. The PJ thing, you know, in retrospect, like looking back on that, and what you said, like they should put a deadline on this thing. And like in real time, I'm like, well, why? You don't want to push him away. You want him to come back. But the thing is when he didn't accept that offer immediately, that's when you probably know.
This is where
like deep down, you probably know that he's thinking about something else.
Well, he was clearly thinking about something else.
Because you had an amazing year, and you can do it again.
But you're right. Your instincts are right. And I've told this story before, but not in a long time. So maybe if you've heard it, you forgot it. But a million years ago, I just always thought this was interesting, and it was sort of an insight into the mind of Billy Donovan at the time. It's when Billy was still at Florida, and Larry Shiat, who was his like right-hand man at Florida, former coach at Wyoming, he and Billy would put on a coaching clinic every year down in Gainesville. And I got invited to speak at it one year, just in terms of how to deal with the media, right? So Billy invited me down, and you know, I had like a 45-minute session. And also, like, Brad Stevens had a 45-minute session. And yes, I was struggling with imposter syndrome a little bit. But I'm there. And I said whatever I said, I don't even remember. But another one of the speakers was a sales rep, like a person who worked in a traditional sales job and had gone on to be a consultant where, like, the Memphis Grizzlies might bring this person in on the business side to work with their sales department or marketing team or whatever. And Billy brought this guy in to speak to college basketball coaches. And if you asked him why is a sales consultant talking to college basketball coaches? The point Billy made was, in sales and in recruiting, it is often your instincts that are the most important thing, and you have to know when to stay in something and when to get out of it. And I remember the sales rep, the first question he asked to the group of people, which were mostly college basketball coaches, he said, guys, I don't know anything about what you do. All right. I mean, I know, I watch basketball some, but I don't really understand your profession. But let me ask you a question. When you're recruiting, you start recruiting a young man. How often are you like certain you're going to get the guy right from the jump and then you get him? How often does that happen? Bunch of hands went up. They're like, yeah, that happens a lot. You know you're going to get the guy and you get it done. Yeah, those are the easiest ones. He said, how often do you think you're in there, but it could go either way, and then it does go either way? Yeah, that's pretty common too. He said, here's the main question. How many times do you think you're not going to be able to get this done? Like, man, I just don't. I mean, they're telling me I'm in there, and I made the top 5. I mean, the kid released his 5 finalist, and I'm in there. But you think you're closer to 5 than 1. How often do you actually get the player when you thought you weren't, even though you were in there? And just about every coach said, you never get that player. You're never surprised. I mean, almost ever. You can make a final 5 on a kid's list, but if you think you're 5 instead of 1, or you think you're more likely to be 5 right now instead of 3, you're not getting that done. And the sales rep said, that's what I assumed. So let me ask you another question. Why are you even involved in that? What is the point? You know going in that the kid will take your call, he'll return your text, he'll jump on a Zoom with you, he'll come to a football game if you'll put him on a play. But you know in that list of 5, you're 5, not 1. And you're all telling me you never make up that gap. You never go from 5 to 1 in recruiting. All you guys been doing this forever, and you never close that gap. So why are you involved in it? Just because somebody will say, you're in my top 5, I'm still considering you. Why are you involved if you know you're 5 instead of 1? Because you're all telling me you don't get that done at the end of the day. You usually lose the player to the exact team you thought you were going to lose the player to. So what are you doing? And it was like, oh, wow, this is interesting. I hope you get the point. PJ Haggerty was telling you the whole time, I'm still considering you. I'm still looking at you. But Penny knew, I think, and so did we, man, he's probably not coming back. He seems so eager to find something new, particularly at the power conference level. Maybe a different role, right? Whatever. But it seems like he doesn't want to be here, even though he's telling us he still might want to be here. My point is, if you had applied that same logic to what we're talking about here, you'd have probably pulled out the PJ Haggerty thing real early. And I'm not saying this as a criticism. It's hard to do. You got a second-team All-American on the phone with you telling you, no, coach, I might come back. How do you tell him, no, we don't want you anymore, just go? It's tough. But according to what the sales rep said, this consultant, he was like, that's what you should have done. Did you know deep down you weren't going to get it done? If you did, you shouldn't have stayed in it. Again, that's a hard thing to do. Easy thing to say, hard thing to do. But that story popped into my head last night when I saw these quotes coming from Parth. At the radio show last night.
Speaking of, I didn't realize they've fallen on hard times.
Meaning?
Kansas State?
Oh, they lost 4 of their past 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought they were rolling.
They were rolling.
Yeah.
They were 5-0.
Yep.
Beat Tulsa. The Tulsa team that I've told you is pretty good.
And they beat some real basketball teams.
I mean, they beat Cal and Tulsa, Mississippi State. Right. Yeah. No, they were 5-0 and on the verge of top 25 stuff. And it has just gone the wrong way. They've lost 4 of 5, snapped a 4-game losing streak last night against Mississippi Valley State. But, the Nebraska loss, that's fine. Indiana loss, fine. Bowling Green, yuck. Seton Hall is probably better than anybody envisioned, but, you're not supposed to lose that game, particularly not at home. So, yeah, if PJ Haggerty was looking for an opportunity to play in a power conference, well, he got that. But if he was trying to go back to the NCAA tournament, it looks like he's still early, but on the wrong side of that in this moment. Largely last night, the radio show turned into reminiscing about the Memphis-Louisville rivalry. Andre Turner was there. And I was just reading these quotes, and you probably saw me quote tweeting a few of them. And I don't know, I just sort of got like I was just like sitting at home watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm reminiscing on the couch, like thinking about Memphis, Louisville. And then I got people, in my replies. And there was one guy like tweeted a picture from his childhood, I assume. And it looked like a picture that could be in some photo album tucked away at my mom's house or something. It looked like late 70s, early 80s. And somebody had on Louisville shirts and somebody had Memphis State shirts on. And this really was like a major part of my childhood, that rivalry. And, like Penny said last night, he never played in it. Like Penny Hardaway never played in a game against Louisville while at Memphis State. But like me, he grew up watching those games. It's sort of become a joke, like a running joke on the Island College Basketball Podcast. I'll say things like, anytime Louisville comes up or Virginia Tech comes up, I'll say things like, I was raised on the Metro Conference. But I really was raised watching the Metro Conference. And Parth had this last night. I didn't realize this, but in Andre Turner's 4 years at Memphis State, Little General, Memphis and Louisville played 11 times in those 4 years. And like I tweeted last night, like as far as I was concerned, I know the Lakers and Celtics were happening. Memphis Louisville was Lakers Celtics for me. Keith Lee, Purvis Ellison. That was Larry Bird, Magic Johnson for me. And when I became the beat writer and got to cover one of those games for the first time, like I remember going to Freedom Hall for the first time and being like, I'm here. Man, I grew up watching this place, basketball games in this place, hating the color red, hating that coach. And now I'm here. Like, this is pretty cool. And, our oldest son was born on the night of a Memphis Louisville basketball game. Do you know that? I was the beat writer, and Zach McMillan, who was the previous beat writer for the Commercial Appeal, took over the beat for a 2-week period while we were waiting on the birth of our first son. And we went into the hospital on that morning and tried to induce labor. It wasn't happening. Whatever needed to happen wasn't happening. All right. And so the doctor genuinely came into the room, and he knew what I did for a living. He knew my job. And he said, hey, and I remember Kelly's all on drugs. This is a real story. And the doctor was like, hey, I'm assuming you want to watch the Memphis Louisville basketball game. And I was like, yeah, of course. And he was like, yeah, me too. So I'm going to go home, watch the game. You watch the game, and then we'll come back and we'll get this baby. Aiden's birth was literally scheduled around a Memphis Louisville basketball game. All right?
It's pretty good.
And I just remember Kelly being like, what are y'all talking about? Get this kid out of me.
Big game.
It was like, hey, Doc, come over here. All right. Put something else in her IV. Knock her out. Let's watch this basketball game. Then let's come back and bring a boy into the world. And that's exactly what we did. We watched the basketball game, and the doctor came back in a Memphis basketball shirt. He had a Memphis shirt on, looked just like you, minus the beard, and delivered a boy. But that was probably an hour after a Memphis Louisville game back in 2003. So this rivalry, big part of my childhood, big part of the night of the birth of my first child, and like Penny said last night, I'm thrilled that they're doing this again. The problem, of course, is that these two programs are in very different places right now. Louisville's a legitimate national championship contender, and Memphis is, something short of that. But still, a rivalry renewed this weekend.
And I want to say we've gotten them before I think the last couple they were a better team.
Well, I can tell you one time. Now we're just storytelling.
This was Josh era though. We haven't played him since.
Let me see if I can find the game. I think this was it. Maybe February 9th. This might have been the game. February 9th, 2005. Maybe this is it. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's a Memphis-Louisville game, and I know it's at Louisville. And Rick Pitino and John Calipari are the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And Memphis, as I remember it, Louisville was really good and Memphis wasn't. And so it kind of set up a little bit like this game. Like Memphis is headed to Louisville, and one team's really good, and the other team's not, maybe not. And it was a Conference USA or whatever league they were in. It was a weekly conference call that all beat writers used to jump on. And it'd be like, and now we'll go to Marquette, where we're joined by Coach Tom Crean. Hey, Tom, welcome to the call. If you have a question, punch #9. If you have #9. Now we go to Gary Parrish from the Commercial Appeal. Gary, you have a question for Coach Crean. Like, we're on that all the time. So it's getting ready for Memphis, Louisville. John comes on as the Memphis coach. And the way it would always work is, and now we're joined by Memphis coach John Calipari. Coach Calipari, your opening thoughts. They would always do opening thoughts. And so John comes on, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it was something like, hey, listen. I mean, you know how John is. You know how he talks. But it was like, Coach, this is exactly how it was, paraphrasing. Coach Calipari, your opening thoughts. Hey, listen, Louisville's amazing. And, I mean, we're obviously up against it, trying to go there and play against Rick's team. I mean, that's a team that could win a national championship. But the thing I'm real thrilled about is, I mean, we got a Final Four crew working this game. I just saw the assignments. And, I mean, you talk about three of the best. I mean, the best. And that gives me a little peace because, if we just had a normal crew, we got no shot because we're going to go in there and they're going to grab us and hold us and grab us and hold us. And, we're not going to get the whistles because there's going to be 20,000 people going crazy. And we can't win that game. We got no shot. But the good news here, like the only thing we got going for us in this one is like, well, Wednesday night, we got three of the best officials in the world working this game. And so I know when first possession, they come out and hit us, they're going to blow that whistle. They're not going to let them grab us. They're not going to let them hold us. And because we've got such a great officiating crew, maybe we can go in there and, try to keep it close. Fast forward to the game. Louisville's in foul trouble immediately. And Memphis won the game. Upset them on the road. And I remember afterwards, Rick Pitino was furious because he believed, whether it was true or not, he believed John influenced the officials'
ears.
Yeah, he was like, I think he said things like, that's the most Bush League thing I've ever seen in the history of conference calls or something like that. But he was like, he even said something like, oh, like John, you could just pull the little string in his back and he'll just start talking. It was something like that. It got nasty.
Okay. The last time we played them was actually under Tubby Smith. And it was in Madison Square Garden.
That would have been like a Jimmy V or something like that.
Yeah, they won. They won the game 81-72, and the leading scorer for I have no idea who any of these Louisville players are. You might, if I name them, but the leading scorer for Memphis was Jeremiah Martin.
Yeah, I don't have any recollection of that game. But
no one else did anything for the Tigers.
But this one, I remember this when John went on that conference call, did what he did, and Rick was furious. But it seemed to work. Like as I remember it, Louisville got into foul trouble and Memphis won the game. A game Memphis was not supposed to win on the road. So maybe Penny needs to jump on a conference call.
The mind games work sometimes. We know that.
It's
Cal's good at that. Yeah. He's good at that.
Him and Rick, man, they Rick was so mad. I remember Rick being so mad. Like the stuff he said on the record was like real critical. So imagine what he was saying off the record.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could sit here and tell Memphis Louisville stories for the next 2 hours. I'm glad this rivalry is. I'm
glad it's back too, man. Yeah. I mean, this is a 6-year deal, right? This is a.
Yeah, and I had Louisville fans in my mentions last night too. Like they're looking forward to this too. I don't.
That's the thing.
Like they and I know it's not the 20-year-old Louisville fan doesn't give a shit about Memphis, but the Louisville fan who's my age hated Dana Kirk just as much as I hated Denny Crum.
Yes, and that's the thing that Memphis has missed. And when we talk about like things like the fandemonium being lost a little bit and things like that, I do think just losing that game every year against a rival that you lost it over the years.
Yeah.
You did with conference realignment and these teams leaving and going to different leagues. Like you lost Louisville, you lost Cincinnati,
and those were the two. Those were the two biggest of my childhood, early adult years. Yeah. It was Louisville, and then kind of got replaced by Hugs in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and obviously like the Vols series, then that's different, but that went away. And so you don't have this one when the calendar comes out. We get excited about the non-conference schedule because Penny always puts together a great non-conference schedule. But when the league schedule comes out, because that comes out before or after the non-con. I think after that comes after the non-con. League schedule.
There's no college basketball schedules. They just come out whenever they come out.
Yeah, and there's just no juice when the league schedule comes out. There's nothing you've got on your calendar or anything like that, and it used to be that way. So at least for 6 years, we've got that back, and hopefully, it can become a thing where this is just an annual thing because, like you said, that means something to me that they care. Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
There's a dude in Louisville who looks just like me, who was sitting on his couch last night, just like me, reading these same tweets that I was reading, and going, "All right, man, I like this. I like thinking about this."
Yeah,
stuff.
we hate them.
Like
that's good.
I just found myself, like my boys went to bed early last night. Kel went to bed early, and I just was just stuck in my computer watching Monday Night Football. And if you would have had a camera on me, I'm just sitting there. But I'm like, I bet you if you had a camera on me, I was smiling, just sort of reminiscing, thinking about Memphis, Louisville, and all of those memories of like I have memories of my childhood of like I played indoor soccer in the winter out in I want to say Collierville, like way far away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have memories of like Memphis, Louisville is tipping off at noon. Can we get home in time for noon? This was a time where you couldn't stream it on your phone.
Right.
Can we get home
in front of the box?
You couldn't even And so it was like, hey, what time's indoor soccer? Are we going to be home in time for tip-off Memphis, Louisville? Like these were big things.
Yeah.
And I know there's not going to be a 7-year-old running around this weekend looking forward to Memphis, Louisville because they don't live in that world. But I will. I'll be looking forward to Memphis, Louisville this weekend, and I gather a lot of people my age and up will be doing the same.
Number 2.
That was a weird Monday Night Football game, wasn't it?
It was weird. I watched some of it on the Monsters Inc. broadcast, and that was just too hard to follow after a while. So I had to move on. In fact, that broadcast glitched when Jalen Hurts threw an interception and then got it back and fumbled like they didn't know what to do.
He had 2 turnovers on the same play.
Yeah, on the
That's
same
hard to
play.
do.
By the way, and shout out to because Nickelodeon's a Paramount property, right? Nickelodeon's a Paramount property. They're under your umbrella.
Oh, buddy! Every time I walk out of studio, so Studio 44 at the broadcast center is over here. Studio 43 is over here, and in between is Nickelodeon slime. I see it every day.
Yeah. So the Disney one that ESPN does is like a full cartoon. Like the whole thing is turned into a cartoon. It's not like
Where was this at last night? I didn't see it.
This was on Disney Plus.
Okay.
And so we watched a little bit of that because the kids like Monsters Inc.
Why
and so
not?
that was fun. Like Mike Wazowski and Sully are like running with the football and what. It was a little hard to follow after a while,
Sure.
but I like the Nickelodeon one better because it's the actual game. It's not a cartoon, and they just like add like the effects to it, like they slime the players when they score and things like that. So I'd like that one a little bit better of the 2 kids broadcast. But
all that stuff is like right out in the hallway. I walk by it every time I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
yeah. All the Nickelodeon slime football stuff, all that stuff.
I like the Nickelodeon broadcast.
I'll try to steal you some slime.
I like the Nickelodeon. My kid loves slime too. If you can give me some slime, that'd be cool.
We'll get you some slime.
Yeah, it was a weird game. I cannot listen. Justin Herbert, like people have been critical of him. He's an up and down quarterback. Hasn't gotten it done in the playoffs, but man, you can't question that dude's like toughness. Like he plays through injuries.
He has a broken hand.
Dude, he was wincing literally at the beginning of the game. Like you could tell he was like, I should not be playing through this. Now he was kind of a jerk to Laura Rutledge afterwards. I didn't like that. I did not like that.
She's just trying to do her job. Don't make her job hard.
Yeah, that was mean. I didn't like that. But as far as like on the field, like that, man, credit to him. That was big.
And even once Laura got him, he was not
pissy.
Great. Yeah, pissy.
Yeah.
She was just like, how does your hand feel? Pretty good, thanks.
Yeah, the hot mic picked him up going,
I just want to celebrate my teammates.
Okay, dude. Well, like literally, how long have you been in the league? Everyone does this after every game. You're the quarterback.
Right.
Like it's Monday Night Football.
He was, in fairness to him, if we want to be fair to him, he didn't play particularly well, and he was probably hurting.
True. It's just like, you know the drill.
But you're Justin Herbert, and this is Laura Rutledge. You two should talk.
This is how it goes.
Also, like, if I'm the sideline reporter, be rude to me, but not Laura Rutledge.
Yeah, she seems super pleasant. Like,
yeah, like I can understand why Justin Herbert might not want to talk to me.
Yeah.
But that's Laura Rutledge.
Right. I just thought that was kind of lame-o behavior, but that's okay.
Right.
It's fine. I'm sure he'll apologize and they'll get through it.
Well, if Jalen Hurts thought his life was going to get easier.
Oh, yeah. You think A.J. Brown hated him before.
Well, A.J. Brown, like, I know he doesn't think they throw the ball to him enough, but when they do, you should catch it.
That's right. That's right. He had 2 drops last night.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, I know you don't think you get the ball enough, but I tried.
Still helped me get to the fantasy playoffs. Thank you, AJ.
I tried, and you let it go right through your little alligator arms.
Yeah, that was not good. But Hurts, like, dude, that's the thing about Jalen Hurts is like that guy doesn't turn over the football. Like that's what he's been good at. And I saw this stat this weekend. Jalen Hurts, the two Super Bowl quarterbacks from last season, Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, combined for no touchdowns and 7 turnovers this weekend.
Well, they also kept. I mean, neither one of them are at their peak right now. Mm-hmm. But like Mahomes, that was the most drops they've had in a game in his career.
Yeah,
he had 6 drops. Kelsey had 2 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And then last night, I mean, A.J. Brown just alligator armed it. Right.
Yes.
So Hurts appears to be a problem, but even like some of that stuff was just balls going through hands and then ended up in interceptions.
And I just hate like I don't know, man. I think he gets such unfair flack after these losses for the Eagles. It's like he just won a Super Bowl. Like the guy earned some respect. Like people just are like, he's not a quarterback. He's not anybody. I'm like, dude, he just won the Super Bowl.
Okay,
come
cool.
on.
Let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
All right. Let me turn this around on you. Because you follow this stuff more closely than I do because you got fantasy teams and all that stuff. Yeah. Don't people think, Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl, but we could have taken 10 different quarterbacks, put them on that team, they'd win that Super Bowl. You can't take 10 different quarterbacks, put them on Patrick Mahomes' team, and win those Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has to win those Super Bowls. You could take 10. You could take Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, you name them. Put them on that Philadelphia team, and nothing changes. You might get better. That's what people think about him, isn't it?
I mean, I guess, and I don't really understand it. I mean, I think he's having a rough year. I still think he's a good quarterback. Why
do you think he's a good quarterback?
Because he can run faster and dish out more punishment than most quarterbacks. I mean, maybe his accuracy isn't as good as others, but it was good enough to get a Super Bowl. I mean, again, like that, you still got to score points to win.
They don't do that very well.
They haven't lately. They're still in position. Like they still got a chance to get there, and we'll see what happens. I mean, the league's as open as it's ever been going into these playoffs. So
they're still 8-5 and projected as a 3 seed in the NFC. So it's not like they're dead, but they are on a 3-game losing streak.
Yes,
and they look bad.
Yeah, that was bad last night.
They lost to a quarterback with a broken hand.
They did lose to a quarterback with a broken hand. That I cannot argue with. I don't know, man. I'm rooting for the guy because I do just think it's wild to me the takes that I see about him, and I'm just like, bro, he just won the Super Bowl. Like
he was just on a team that won a Super Bowl.
Okay, but like Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl with the Ravens.
That's right.
Do we talk about
people actually do, don't they?
I think people talk about Joe Flacco as like a really good NFL quarterback.
There was the whole meme thing. It became a thing. Like, is Joe Flacco
an elite quarterback?
Right. It became a thing. Like it was every once in a while, a quarterback wins a Super Bowl and we go, oh man, that's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes teams win Super Bowls and we go, yeah, they had a quarterback, but that ain't really why they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And feels like Jalen Hurts is that guy. I know 2 totally different time periods.
That's true.
But every once in a while, you're reminded of why he got benched in a national championship game, right?
God, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, every once in a while, you're just reminded, like, you got benched in a national championship game.
Okay, the guy that he got benched for, would you rather have Tua or Jalen Hurts as your starting quarterback right now?
Jalen Hurts, of course.
Uh-huh.
Right? But I'd rather have somebody other than Jalen Hurts. Maybe not Tua, but can I pick?
Do you think the Eagles would rather have Tua or Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback right now if they knew they were heading into the playoffs?
You asking the front office or A.J. Brown?
Oh, I know what A.J. Brown's saying. That goes without saying.
I think he has a ring like a great quarterback. He has a contract like a great quarterback. I don't know that he's a great quarterback.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I believe he is. I think he's just having turnover problems right now. But we'll see if he can
had
correct
5
it.
last night? Was it 5?
It had to have been because there was 2 in one play. I believe that's NFL history.
And it's gotten to a point now he becomes the easy joke, even if you don't really know what you're talking about. Like this morning, we turn on Get Up when we get up at 6:45, and I think Get Up comes on at 7. So we put that on TV sometimes. And Mike Greenberg messed up 2 hosting things this morning, and it was just he was looking at the wrong graphic. They put a graphic up, and he was referencing a different graphic, and it was just TV stuff. And he was clearly flustered because when you're in that seat and you're live on TV, the smallest mistake feels huge. And if you ever go back and watch them, they look small, but they feel massive when it happens. So I'm sure he was dealing with that a little bit. Like he messed up twice in the same block, and most people probably wouldn't even notice. But he clearly felt it. Here's my point. He said, and I'm sorry I'm referencing a different graphic than the one we were showing you. I guess this is evidence that I need to sleep a little bit more. He was laughing. And then he said, I'm out here operating like Jalen Hurts. Like, hey, I just messed up. I must be Jalen Hurts. He's become the joke now.
Yeah.
You just, when you, a little bit like, I used to make this point all the time. However you feel about Nickelback, I don't really care. But it became a thing for a while where if you were trying to make a joke about something, you use Nickelback. Like, Bennett's probably a Nickelback fan. That was considered an insult.
Yes.
You would attach Nickelback. That became the thing that if you were trying to insult somebody, you would attach Nickelback to it. And I imagine if you're Nickelback, it must be crazy. Like, hold up, we sell arenas every night, and yeah, maybe we're not the Beatles, but Jesus Christ, how did we become the joke? And it's just because they became the joke. And next thing you know, it's like College Game Day. There's a sign. Kirby Smart loves Nickelback. It's like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Now Jalen Hurts is that thing in the NFL. If you want to make a joke about somebody sucking at quarterback or sucking at their job, you throw Jalen Hurts into it. Mike Greenberg literally did it on ESPN this morning. It's a tough spot.
Very tough.
I don't know if he's going to get out of it, but I wish him luck because he seems like a pleasant young man.
Yeah, good luck, Jalen.
Yeah.
Number 3.
What is going on with the Colts? They were 8-2 atop the power rankings just a few weeks ago. Now they're on a 3-game losing streak. Their starting quarterback has an Achilles tear. Their backup quarterback also banged up. And so now they're bringing in 44-year-old Phillip Rivers for a workout.
Yeah, I had to read that headline a couple times last night.
I'm hand to heart. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, because I think Rappaport was the first person to put it out there, and I was like, I was like looking at his handle to make sure that it was accurate, and I was like, no, that's Ian Rappaport.
Somebody retweeted it into my timeline as the first time I saw it. Or rather, I didn't see it from like Ian Rappaport or Adam Schefter initially. I saw it from like somebody was just like a random person tweeting that I follow, and it was like, Phillip Rivers working out for the Colts? And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was somebody trying to make a joke like, the Colts are so desperate they might have to hire Phillip Rivers. I thought it was one of those jokes. Like, this team's so desperate you might have to call Tom Brady. I thought it was one of those. But no, he's really going to work out for the Colts. He's 44 years old. Speaking as a man in his 40s, I don't think you should do this.
Probably not. I mean, they are desperate. They're desperate. Like, they don't have a quarterback right now.
Once you get into your 40s, you can get hurt just like sleeping.
Yeah. The other thing, that's very true.
Imagine how hurt you can get with giant men hitting you. Like I am never 100%. I'm never 100%. Like I have good days and bad days, but I'm never 100%. I never feel great. Something's always hurting. And I imagine Phillip Rivers, a little younger, obviously takes better care of himself than I do. But I imagine stuff just hurts. He's 44 years old. Why you want to get out there and let a grown man hit you?
Their next 4 games to finish out the regular season are at Seahawks, 49ers, Jaguars, at Texans. That's like 4 of the best defenses in the NFL.
Buddy, I know he's got all them kids at home.
That's
What if he's just like, hey, I know I shouldn't be trying to play quarterback at the age of 44, but I got to get away from these kids.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't. I think
you realize if he plays, or I think even signs,
he'll be the oldest quarterback ever.
Beyond that, Google that. But it resets his Hall of Fame clock.
Oh.
Which is something I would think about if I were him. Like, there's a 5-year window post-retirement.
How old's Rivers? 44?
44.
Brady was 45.
I thought Brady was 45. Yeah. But you saw what that looked like.
Yes.
Okay. Greatest quarterback of all time sucked at the age of 45. How's Phillip Rivers going to be good at 44? The greatest quarterback alive, who is like an alien, couldn't do it at 45. But you're going to do it at 44? Straight out of retirement? I would respectfully pass unless all those kids he has at home are genuinely driving him crazy, which could happen. I got 2 kids at home, and they're driving me nuts.
He knows the system. Not really. That was a different regime.
How many kids does Phillip Rivers have?
He knows the organization. How about that?
Phillip Rivers has
10
children.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? You got to be a crazy person to have 10 children.
I mean, I think if you...
Maybe that's what we're finding out. The same guy that's got 10 children is thinking about playing quarterback at 44. Maybe he's just nutty. You shouldn't want to play quarterback at 44. You shouldn't want to have 10 children. Maybe he's just a nutty person.
10 children if you're filthy rich, that doesn't seem that horrible. I think I could handle it.
If I told you right now you could have 10 or 0.
If I could have...
Those are the only options. Bennett, you can have 10 or 0.
Do I get his salary?
You get his salary.
Then I'll do 10. Hire nannies.
20 nannies.
Yeah. You can
10 kids and 20 nannies.
Hire nannies and, build like a second house that you can just like go put the kids in for
have
a
your
little bit.
own house.
Yes.
Well, then what are you really doing?
I'm just so you can have breaks.
Oh, I'm telling you, it sounds great what you're describing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at that point, I would be like, if you were literally building a house to get away from your kids, maybe don't have them.
Well, everybody wants to escape from their kids every once in a while.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Don't tell me.
Whether it's 2 or 10.
That's what New York's for.
Yeah, so, I mean.
That's what New York's for.
Yeah.
I go up there to escape for a couple of days, then I come home.
Right, so. Yeah. I wouldn't advise. I don't think I would advise, but they're clearly, like, extremely desperate.
How do you remember all their names, you think? Wouldn't that be hard? Are you good at remembering names?
No.
I can't remember anybody.
No, in fact, like I have this like I will meet someone and we'll say, hey, how you doing? And introduce ourselves. And like in my head, I'll be like, don't forget their name, don't forget their name, don't forget their name, don't forget their name. And then
it's over.
And then 2 seconds later, it's like I already forgot. And now I can't say their name. I just have to say,
hey,
man,
what's
yeah,
up,
brother.
buddy?
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, what's up, brother? I call everybody brother. Everybody's my brother.
And that just sucks. Like I'm not good at it.
I'm not good at it.
They tell you like when you meet someone and you're like to just say their name in your head over and over and over again immediately. Like just keep saying it in your head.
I used to try that.
That doesn't work for me.
I know, but I'd be like Johnny. I got it.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like Kim, got it. And then I'd be like Billy, got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, man, is that Billy or Johnny? I don't remember which one's Billy and which one's Johnny.
Right.
You know what I have to do sometimes?
And then you immediately get in your head and you're like, wait, I know that's this person's name, but I'm scared to say it because it might not be.
I usually have to attach something to your name to remember you.
Uh-huh.
So I'll be like Bennett with the beard.
Yeah.
That's Bennett with the beard.
That's pretty good.
That's Tall Steve.
Yeah.
You know Steve? Tall Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tall Steve, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the golf course, I have to do this. I have a file in this computer, I swear to God. I shouldn't even tell you this, but it's the truth. In this computer of just people I meet at the golf course, it'll be like Eric, FedEx pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just study it every once in a while so that if I happen to bump into them, I can remember their names. But I study. I just study. I just study golf course names.
Yeah.
In my free time. I just sit around and study golf course names in my free time.
It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing.
It's tough out there. Anyway, Phillip Rivers is apparently going to work out for the Colts.
I say that's not happening.
I say respectfully, politely pass.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Hall of Fame thing's a real thing. I mean, he's a young man, so it's not like.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, you never know. Nothing's guaranteed.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know that I would want to reset my Hall of Fame clock and go out and get hit by 300-pound men. But I wouldn't want to be at home with 10 kids either. What would you rather do? Have 10 kids or get hit by a 300-pound man?
10 kids. 10 kids.
If you told me right now my options were to wake up tomorrow with 10 kids or wake up tomorrow and get hit by Aaron Donald.
That could permanently damage me.
I'd rather be permanently damaged than
I don't
have 10
think
kids.
I would.
Bring Aaron Donald over here and let him smack me around.
Okay. Do you like your spleen?
Not that much.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think I like my spleen.
Then go for it.
Okay. Good luck to Phillip Rivers. I hope he doesn't die.
Number 4.
He doesn't die.
So do you remember Quentin Jammer?
No.
Okay, I didn't either, but apparently he was a top 5 pick in the 2000, I believe, 2 NFL draft. Okay?
Okay.
Played in the NFL for a while.
I do remember him.
You remember Quentin Jammer?
Yes.
He was a Charger. So he played with Phillip Rivers.
Jeez.
So he just decided to jump on social media last night to disclose the fact, like it was confession, like he went to confession. Like if confession was on social media, wouldn't it be something?
Uh-huh.
And he confessed that in 2011, here's the tweet. True story. In 2011, I played completely shit-faced drunk in at least 8 games.
How is that possible?
Well, you just open the bottle and start pouring it down your throat.
Yeah, but physically, how is that possible? I mean, what year was this?
2011. Somebody went and found his stats and they were like 0 interceptions the entire season.
Okay.
And then he responded. He was like, bro, I wasn't a ball getter. And they were like, well, you should have been. That was sort of your job on some level. Should be part of your job. He was a defensive back.
Why would you want to do that?
Get drunk?
Well, I mean, if you're an alcoholic, I guess you want to be drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he was going through a divorce or the end of a relationship. Personal life, he was struggling.
Yeah.
And it carried over to his professional life. He was trying to numb himself. You've tried to numb yourself before.
Sure, but not and then go play. That sounds miserable.
Getting drunk and playing football?
Yeah, that sounds absolutely terrible.
I want to get drunk and go to sleep.
Yeah, or hang out and party or something. Not play a football game. That sounds awful.
Well, you can drink and play golf. Why can't you drink and play football?
It's way more physically taxing. And even people on golf courses faint and stuff. People on golf courses get drunk and pass out or wreck their golf cart. I
don't know that I'd be trying to cover a 4.4 40 receiver.
No.
After 3 shots of tequila. That's what he said he would drink. He would drink tequila.
Yeah, man.
He would take tequila shots and go play football games.
That sounds horrible.
The tequila
shots? Yeah, that sounds bad. Taking 3 shots of tequila and then running, that sounds horrible.
I wouldn't.
No. I would probably throw up.
I'd probably throw up. Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't. Well, maybe he did. I mean, that's not that uncommon. Guys throwing up on the football field. They probably were just like, oh, he's playing hard.
I can understand, hey, had too much to drink last night and I was sluggish the next day, or maybe still a little whatever the next day. But actually getting drunk to play a football game, that's your goal. I'm going to turn up because we got the Patriots at noon.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Seems wild.
I could imagine other substances. That makes sense. Some of those make sense, but alcohol, just that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Why do you think he wanted to just say this last night? I mean, he's telling 15-year-old stories in the middle of Monday night. I mean, I guess I do that every day.
Good question.
I mean, I was just sitting here telling 15-year-old stories too. So who am I to?
That's fine. I mean, that's one I'd probably just take to the grave.
Yeah.
I'd probably just keep that one to myself.
I don't know.
His former teammates are probably out there
bro, that's why we lost that game. You were drunk the whole time?
Serious?
You're drunk?
I'm fighting for my NFL livelihood.
Wouldn't you be able to?
And you're next to me wasted, not tackling.
Wouldn't you be able to pick up on your teammate if he were drunk, in the huddle or something? Wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd probably smell it if he's drinking tequila.
You would think you'd smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody was paying proper attention.
Someone probably should have seen the signs there.
Anyway, Quentin Jammer.
Yikes.
I hope his
well, I hope he's okay now.
I hope he's doing better.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing better.
Yeah.
Number 5.
The Golden Globe nominations are out, and one battle after another leads with, I believe, 9 nods. 9 nods.
Makes sense to me.
If you were going to predict in advance of the nominations coming out which film would get the most nominations, you would have picked One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. That's what you would have picked, right?
Yes, without question.
Is that your film of the year so far?
Although I will say that Golden Globes are a little different. Like they tend to steer a little. Although that movie did really well. Like that's what I would have said. Yes, that would have led.
Is that your movie is that your film of the year? Would you give it the award right now?
Yes.
And did you see it's nominated Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy?
Comedy, which that's a hard one because Paul Thomas Anderson kind of does that movie. You saw it,
of course. I loved it.
It's hilarious at times.
Sure.
It's also very dramatic at times. So
it feels a little bit like it's become a joke that The Bear wins
Best Comedy.
Best Comedy. This feels a little bit like that. Like somebody will make a joke about One Battle After Another being in the best comedy category.
Yep.
Like, wasn't it that? And they'll point to one of the most ridiculous scenes, and they'll go, "Wasn't it? How hilarious was that scene?"
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. So that'll be a thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen some of these yet because some of them aren't on streaming or haven't played here.
So most nominated films at the 2026 Golden Globes. One Battle After Another got 9 nods.
That makes sense.
Sentimental Value got 8.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, and I don't think it's played here yet. That one is...
I don't know Sentimental Value.
That's got one of the Skarsgårds in it, I believe.
I like them Skarsgårds.
Yeah, I believe it's got the Elder Skarsgård in it.
Them dudes are tall.
Yeah, it's got the Elder Skarsgård in it.
I like them Skarsgårds.
No, I haven't seen that one yet. I don't even know if it's played here yet.
Sinners.
Elle Fanning's in that too, and she's had a great year.
Sinners got 7 nominations. That makes sense. Everybody loves Sinners, right?
Yeah, and I think it's got a chance to win there. The Golden Globes tend to reward popularity a little bit more than the Oscars tend to do.
And Sinners was really popular.
Yeah. So I could see them getting the win there in that category. I'm trying to see
Frankenstein. Frankenstein got 5 nominations. Should I watch Frankenstein?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. It was really good. I'm not sure how much it'll win this award season, but it was really good. Jacob Elordi was great as the monster. Train Dreams was really good. That's on Netflix right now. Totally recommend that. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these.
Best television series. Let's go to television.
Yeah,
Best television series drama. White Lotus.
That'll win everything.
Slow Horses, Severance, The Pit, The Diplomat.
Is Severance over? That's coming back,
It's coming back.
It'll be White Lotus will win everything.
The Pit won a lot of stuff.
They won a lot of Emmys, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be The Pit, Severance, or The White Lotus. I would go with Severance. I love The White Lotus, but I'd go Severance. I think Severance is great, even if I don't really understand what the hell's going on.
I know I fell off.
Yeah, I just don't. I just trust that I'm going to understand it eventually.
I gotta keep watching.
But it's one of those shows where you have to watch it and then you have to read about it. Pluribus is a little bit like that now. You watch it and then you read about it, or at least I do.
Yeah. It'll just be. I'm excited for awards season to come up because I'll be interested to see how much the Netflix Warner Brothers merger gets talked about. How if people bring that up in their speeches and things like that, because it's obviously such a big entertainment story right now, and with Paramount jumping in trying to block it and do the merger with Warner Brothers instead. It's wild times in Hollywood, man.
Best television series, musical or comedy? Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Hacks. Nobody Wants This. Only Murders in the Building. The Studio. It'd be The Studio.
Yes, we'll win everything.
The Studio is of these. I have watched most of them.
I think I've watched all of them.
I haven't watched that. I've watched some Abbott Elementary, but I'm not.
That's one of those that my wife watches it, and that's one of those you can just watch an episode and be able to kind of pick up what's going on. Yeah.
I used to watch them, but then it's one of those deals where I would just have the 22-minute episodes, 23-minute episodes. But I think I would watch them on Hulu, and I couldn't download them on Hulu, and I fell off. But I've seen The Bear. Love The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Even the most recent season of The Bear that people are like, this needs to end.
Yes.
I still just think the characters are so strong and the acting's so strong. I don't mind it at all. I like The Bear.
I like it too.
I still like it. I know people were.
I agree with that sentiment, though, that it's probably I don't like. I'm at the point now where I think 4 seasons is perfect for a TV series, and I would just go 4 seasons and not do past that.
The Wire was 5.
The Wire was 5,
and people say The Wire was
Sopranos
perfect.
was 6. Yeah, and that's my favorite show ever. So yeah, but I think 5 max.
I don't know. I'm open to whatever, but I'm still in on The Bear. Although I'm
in on The Bear too.
I know some people are out. Hacks, I love. Hacks is great.
We started that. It's
Hacks is great.
Yep.
Only Murders in the Building.
I can't get into it.
It's right. Like if there's a line, this is the way I would describe Only Murders in the Building for me. If there's a line and anything above this line, you can watch. And anything above this line, you can't watch. You're just like, I'm not watching anything below this line. Anything above the line, I'll watch. And then the studio's way up here, right?
Yep.
Only Murders in the Building is a centimeter above that line. It is just okay enough for me to watch it, but I don't love it.
I can't get into it at all. I've tried. It's not my thing.
I'm never watching it and going, man, I'm having so much fun watching this. I'm just like, well, I'm already like 3 seasons in. I might as well just finish the next one.
I don't think it's bad. Like, I think it's fine. I get why people like it. It's just when I watch it, I'm not like, it's hard. I'm like, I don't really want to watch another episode.
It comes on some level. It comes down to, do you like Martin Short or not? Does Martin Short aggravate you or not? Do you think Martin Short's funny or annoying?
I respect.
You respect him.
I respect him, yeah.
You respect Martin Short.
I respect him, yeah.
Okay, and then The Studio. So I've seen The Studio, Only Murders in the Building, Hacks, and The Bear. I've seen 4 of the 6.
Okay.
I would go with The Studio.
So you're good on the TV.
Yeah, I'm good on the TV.
I'm going to knock out all these movies before award season. I'll be good to go. Give me
that
like 3 weeks.
There has never been a year in the past decade where I didn't say to myself, I'm going to watch every Best Picture nominee for the Oscars so that when the Oscars get here, I'll be able to look at Bennett and say, Bennett, I've seen them all.
I do it every year, man. And every year never fails. And I will find a way.
I don't do it every year, and it never fails. I never find a way. I have good intentions every year. And then I just look up, and the Oscars are tomorrow, and I've got 7 movies to watch.
You got to get ahead of it, man. When these nominations drop, you got to jump on it immediately.
I'm going to jump on it immediately.
Yeah, don't wait. Get your downloads in before you get on your plane, and yeah.
Will you put pressure on me?
Yeah, I will.
Will you hold me accountable?
I absolutely
Sometimes
will.
I need to be held accountable.
Yes.
There's something I know about myself. Sometimes I'll have good intentions, but I don't follow through.
Right.
Sometimes I need somebody to hold me accountable.
I got you.
Will you hold me accountable?
I absolutely will.
Because I remember last year, what was that one movie that was like 7 hours long last year?
The Brutalist.
Yeah.
Great film.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But I just remember, like, did it win?
No, not Best
But there was some
Picture,
thought that it was going to win.
Yeah.
So I remember literally on the Sunday afternoon of the Oscars last year, as a family, we're just sitting around trying to watch this 7-hour movie just so I can say I watched. I don't want to have that kind of stress on me. I don't want to have to spend the afternoon of the Oscars watching movies. I want to have all my homework done before I wake up on that Sunday morning.
That's understandable. I'm seeing who.
I don't want to be doing homework in the car.
I'm seeing who won last year. It was Anora. That's what won over The Brutalist.
I loved Anora.
Anora was great.
I loved Anora. So I'd already seen Anora, and then I said, hey, I want to watch The Brutalist. And the Oscars start at 7, so we better get going. And we watched it, and I liked it. But I also felt like I was doing late. I felt like I was doing homework. I was doing homework and late. Here's my promise to you, and I want you to hold me accountable. I'm going to wake up on the Sunday of the Oscars, and I'm going to have all the movies already done.
I bet you won't.
Well, now I'm going to do it just to prove you wrong.
I bet you won't.
I'm sensing.
You know why I bet you won't? Because there's going to be one of them that you're going to have to go see at like Ridgeway 4 or something. You're just not going to be able to find it.
Well, I can't do that. You can't ask me to go somewhere. That's crazy.
There's going to be at least one of them you're going to have to go to the movie theater. There's no way you're going to be able to watch all of them on streaming. There's just not going to be a way.
Okay, here's my promise to you, because I sense you don't believe in me. I can tell by the way you're looking at me. You don't believe in me. That's fine. I have not earned that belief. All right? I haven't earned that belief. I don't mind you not believing in me. I haven't earned that. I'm going to see every one of them that you can stream.
Okay.
That's a promise.
Okay.
That's a GP guarantee. I'm going to see everyone you can stream. And then if I have to go to the movies to see one or two, I'll consider that.
Okay.
But I'm going to knock out all the streaming ones first.
I love this time of year.
I know you do.
I love award season, man.
I can see it in your face.
I do. I even watch like the ones that nobody cares about.
There was one a few weeks ago that nobody cared about.
I love the SAG Awards. I love the Critics' Choice Awards. I love all of it. The Gotham Awards. That
Golden
already
Globes is
happened.
fun because this is the one where everybody gets drunk.
Yes, it's the best. It's
This is the one Ricky Gervais used to host, and he was unbelievable.
Bring him back. I
Bring him
so
back.
wish he would come back.
He's the best.
Could you imagine him talking about all these mergers and stuff? Oh, it'd be amazing.
And the Epstein stuff.
It would be amazing.
Ricky Gervais is great.
I don't know if we even have a host. Well, we should because the show's coming up pretty soon.
Who is hosting the Golden Globes this year? Bennett, figure it out for us.
Host 2026, I believe, because it'll be in January.
Let's see, Bennett.
Oh, is it Nikki again?
Nikki Glazer's going to host.
Yeah, she's back. Nikki's back.
She did it last year.
She was great last year, too.
She was great last year.
And I think now that she's back and got through it the first time, she can get like a little. I think she can make people cringe.
I like it when things like this happen for people like her.
Yeah.
Like Nikki Glazer, famous comedian, like funny comedian for a long time.
Yeah.
And it really just Tom Brady thing took her to another level.
Yep.
You know, she was out there, she'd pop on Comedy Central every once in a while, but nobody was asking her to host the Golden Globes.
Right.
And it really was the Tom Brady roast. She killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got the Golden Globes, and she killed that.
Yep.
And now she's a star. She can do whatever she wants.
She's going to be good. Yeah, I'm excited about this.
I like Nikki. Happy for her.
Yep.
All right. I got a lot of movies to watch, Bennett.
Yes, you do. Yeah, get started now. Go. You can start with Frankenstein. That's an easy one.
Frankenstein's
You're gonna
easy.
hate it.
I'm gonna hate it. Why am I gonna hate it?
I just. Do you like Guillermo del Toro?
Yes, he did.
Shape of Water.
But he
that
did.
He won Best Picture for.
He did the one that was here in Memphis, didn't he? Am I making that up?
Yeah, you're making that up. You're making that up.
Hold on, let me see.
Who are you thinking of?
Oh, yeah, a different.
You're thinking of Baz Luhrmann.
No, I'm confusing directors.
What did he? I want to know what you're even thinking of that happened.
I am thinking
Memphis.
of 21 Grams.
Oh, yeah. Some of that was. I believe some of that was.
With Sean Penn, Naomi Watts, Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
That was shot here in Memphis, but it was a different. I'm confusing my director.
Yes, you're definitely confusing your directors.
I apologize.
Uh-huh.
That's on me.
That's okay.
I like 21 Grams. Alejandro Gonzalez
Inarritu.
That's who did 21 Grams.
He's great. He is a great director, one of the best going.
Now, who'd you ask me about?
Guillermo del Toro. They're friends, actually. They're buddies. They're good buddies, so that's fine. They are.
I know, but I didn't want to assume that.
No, they really are friends.
I know, but it seemed like a ridiculous thing to assume. but it makes sense when you think about it.
Yes,
right.
Yes, they're buddies. Guillermo did Shape of Water. He did like Pan's Labyrinth. I'm trying to think of like the big movies that he's done that you would know. I mean, he did Pacific Rim, Nightmare Alley.
You don't show much faith in me today. You A, don't think I'll watch all the films, and B, don't even think I can. You don't think I'm sophisticated enough to appreciate Frankenstein.
Do you like Frankenstein?
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. I think you have to like Frankenstein.
Well, how do you even get to a point in your life where you like Frankenstein? How does that even happen?
I like Frankenstein.
Well,
I have a Frankenstein poster on my wall. Or it's like a head. It's a Frankenstein head. It's like a little like 3D head.
Remind me how old you are again?
38.
With a Frankenstein poster on your wall.
Oh, I got all kinds of weird shit at my house.
How
man.
do you think? Do you remember when you decided you're going to love Frankenstein?
I've always liked.
How'd that happen?
I've always liked monster movies. Always liked monster movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not against Frankenstein. I'm not with him either. I don't really have any feelings for him.
Yeah, I mean, Boris Karloff. It was the OG, the original.
Sure.
This is more of a take on Mary Shelley's novel.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't like the Universal Monsters.
I might hate it, but I'll give it a try. I'm going to prove you wrong.
It's pretty good.
I don't like you looking down at me like
I'm
this.
not looking down.
That
I
feels
just
like
don't
you
know
are.
if it would be up your alley.
No, I see what you're doing. Like, GP, that's cute. You watch your little Diddy documentary,
That's not it at all.
But I know
we
you're
agree on a lot of.
I know you're not sophisticated enough to watch all the best pictures, and you're not even going to hate them because your little Horn Lake mind can't appreciate.
It's not true.
Frankenstein. That's how I feel like you're talking to me right now.
It's not true. It's not true. Like you, the TV stuff we just went over. That's your wheelhouse.
Oh,
You got that.
I'm the
covered.
little TV guy, and you're the serious film guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you're on TV. Of
Yeah.
course, you're going to know TV better than me.
I mean,
when it comes to cinema,
I'm not sophisticated. I feel less than. You made me feel less than.
Well, cinema's dying, so I mean, you might actually. I think you're doing the right thing.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you who I am.
Okay,
I'm gonna show you. You don't know who you're dealing with.
If you watch Frankenstein and love it, I will be so happy.
I'm gonna watch Frankenstein. I'm gonna love it.
Okay, all right, good.
All right. I
Good.
feel like we've said enough about this.
Okay,
let's take a break and come back. Do GP's carryout.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis. Grizz Nation, don't foul out on dinner plans. Hit Sticks Express in downtown Memphis instead. Fresh hibachi, steak, shrimp, sushi tacos, and yes, our legendary sake slushy to keep things cool. Order online with code STIX901, STIX 901, and knock 10% off your tab. It's the perfect pick and roll for game night. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk. And hey, come see us at our Collierville location too.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at grizzlies.com/Saturday.
Grizz Nation, celebrate 12-12 Day with special ticket savings. See your squad take on the Utah Jazz Friday, December 12th. That's this Friday. For as low as $12. Don't miss your chance to experience all the action live for less. Get this deal today at grizzlies.com/12. That's grizzlies.com/12. Let's do GP's carryout.
It's time for GP's Carryout. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Among the other headlines over the past 24 hours, it has been reported that 4 more Ole Miss assistant coaches who went with Lane Kiffin to LSU are coming back to Oxford to help Ole Miss participate in the 12-team playoff. Yeah, I guess, now that everything's done, it does feel like emotions are starting to die down a little bit. And that whole, F you, if you're going, get out of here, and you don't ever, that whole, because I get that. It's been a week, We've had time to, and now it's we've got a football game next Friday. And we want to try to win it. And if we do, then we got another football game, and we're in what amounts to the Elite 8 of the college football tournament. We should try to win that too. I am furious with how all this went down, but we need coaches. And if they'll come back and do it, let's let them come back and do it. It makes sense to me. It's doing the best with a messed up situation.
It is kind of interesting that, and I know the two situations aren't comparable, but you have Summerall at Tulane, who is the head coach of Florida now, coming back to coach in this game. And it's not happening on the Ole Miss side with Lane Kiffin. Now, granted, that's a rival that you left for. So
and to be clear, Tulane allowed it.
Yes.
And Ole Miss wouldn't.
Right.
If Lane Kiffin could coach this game,
he would.
That's what he says. And nobody disputes that. I know you can't believe everything that Lane says, but nobody really disputes the idea that he wanted to coach in the playoff.
Right.
And would if allowed, but he was not allowed. And I agree. I don't think Ole Miss should allow him. But Ole Miss is a different place than Tulane. The relationship between Ole Miss and LSU is different than the relationship between Tulane and Florida. I understand why these two universities are handling these situations differently. And I understand why Keith Carter is allowing these coaches to come back. At some point, you took a stand with Lane. He's out forever. But you do have 80-plus young men who have poured everything into a season. And why not, with Lane out of the picture, be willing to give them every opportunity short of him to try to succeed? That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the conversations connected to Paul Feinbaum this morning? Talking about the college football? Because we're still now talking about the bracket and, Notre Dame getting left out and how they've reacted since getting left out. It was just sort of a roundtable conversation this morning early on TV. Paul Feinbaum, Josh Pate, Heather Dinich, all those guys. And Feinbaum made the point. He was like, and when he puts it the way he puts it, like, I understand where he's coming from. He said, we only have 12 teams in this thing. Because they were all asking people, like, if you could fix one thing about this, what would you fix? And Josh Pate was like, well, the first thing I would do is go to the ACC, like just in your conferences, and you got to get your tiebreakers to a place where they make sense. Like they had a 5-way tie for first place in the ACC, and their tiebreakers led them to Duke, Virginia, which left Miami out of the ACC championship game. Okay. Josh's suggestion was, if you have that 5 teams, 3 teams, however you do it, have the same record at the top of the standings, it should come down to college football playoff ranking. How does the CFP committee view our teams? Let's take the top 2, because that's giving yourself the best chance to have as many teams. Like Duke in that title game does you no good, because all Duke can do is screw things up for you. Duke can't win and get there, but they can win and keep your conference champion out, which is exactly what they did. So why is that your tiebreaker? Fix it. That was Josh Pate's suggestion. Makes sense to me. You should be looking out for your league, not any individual school. Right. So if Duke is like, well, that would screw us, well, then be better, because we can't put a 5-loss team in our championship game, even if you are tied for first in our league standings. So we're going to go college football playoff rankings, top 2. If we have a tie, they go into a championship game. If you don't like it, sit over there and cry, but we're trying to do what's best for our league, and having our best teams on our biggest stage, that's good for our league. Not only are we trying to get as many teams as possible in the playoff, but we're trying to sell those upper deck tickets as well. So that's easy. That made sense. Here's what Feinbaum said. He said, oh, let me fix one thing. Here's what I would fix. We only have 12 teams in this thing. We only have 4 first-round games. And 2 of them are total mismatches, because we let the group of 5 in this thing. Ole Miss is a 17.5-point favorite over Tulane, and we've already watched that game. Oregon is a 21.5-point favorite over James Madison. Why are we watching that game? If you were arguing with Paul Feinbaum, how would you argue that?
I mean, I would say I watched Ohio State beat the crap out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
That
was a mismatch too.
Yeah, like it doesn't just have to be because it's a group of 5 team. There's going to be mismatches every year in this thing, and it probably won't always be a group of 5 team going up against a Power 5.
That's fair. And if Paul's point is Tulane and James Madison, even they know they have no shot at this. They almost certainly can't even win 1 game, but no scenario where you could win 4. So why are we doing it this way? If that was his point, I would say I hear you, because you're right. Like, the substance of what you're saying is right. These teams are unlikely to win a game and have a 0.0% chance of winning 4. All right? So by definition, you have at least 2 teams in here, and probably more, but at least 2 from outside of the traditional power structure that have no chance of winning the trophy. So why do you have them in the field? The reason is because, first, just legal reasons. You're going to end up in court if you try to exclude the group of 5 conferences. So, like, it starts there. But it just keeps so many more fan bases engaged in the sport. Think about what we spent weeks talking about. There's a difference talking about Memphis is atop the American and projected to make the college football playoff. There's a difference between that and Memphis is atop the American and going to go to the Gasparilla Bowl or something? I don't know. Like, having that carrot out there, like, hey, there's a spot for you in this thing. You'll never crack the top 12 in the rankings, probably, but we're going to hold a spot for you. It allows every fan base of every school outside of the power structure to dream about, hey, maybe one day we can play in that thing. And that's why you have it. That's why it's worth something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's very, look, this is a tournament. They've turned it into a tournament. It's like the NCAA tournament. Like, does St. Peter's think they're winning a national championship? No.
No. Right. It's the same thing.
But when you get there and have the chance and then have the big moment, like, it's...
Yeah, like St. Peter's was never, even after it beat Kentucky, was never winning the whole thing.
Right.
But, like, we remember that you remember that St. Peter's team.
Yes.
You do.
Like, if Tulane wins this game, and listen, it's probably the greatest season of Tulane history anyways, but, like, they did win the SEC once upon a time, but...
They also went undefeated with Sean King at quarterback.
Yeah.
Relax.
So, okay, but if you win this game, it is the greatest season in Tulane history. Have they won a national championship? I could be, like, giving them way
Sean
too
King
little credit.
led the Golden Wave to a perfect record.
Green Wave.
The Green Wave. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
Led the Green Wave to a perfect season that resulted in a victory in the Liberty Bowl. I covered it.
Did you?
As a college student for the Washington Post.
Man, no school has fumbled quite like Tulane leaving the SEC once upon a time. Woo. Different era, different lifetimes ago, but man.
So I get Paul's point. These games are probably going to be, we're going to watch 4 first-round games, and at least 2 of them are probably going to be blowouts. All right? Okay. So what? That's fine. I'll find something else to do if those games get bad. But I would rather have an entire season where there's realistic hope for fan bases outside of the power structure.
Yes.
I'd rather have that and then bad games in the first round than not have the hope. Seriously, we lived this. We were excited about the Memphis football season for a while, not only because they were undefeated and ranked and all that stuff, but because, man, they might really be in the college football playoff. There's a spot for them. And we now know what it would have been. They would have been playing Ole Miss in Oxford in the first round of the college football playoff. It would have been amazing. That was part of what kept us engaged.
Yes.
And I'm sure the same thing was happening at Tulane, same thing happening at North Texas, same thing happening at USF, at James Madison, at other programs like this. And so that's why you have access for the Group of 5, because it makes the regular season more compelling for Group of 5 fan bases. Like, that matters. And this is just an anomaly that we got 2 of them in. That's an ACC problem that all the ACC had to do was have better tiebreakers, and it would be 1 instead of 2. So this isn't, as Heather Dennett said this morning on TV, this is not a trend. It's an anomaly. It'll probably never happen again, where you have 2 Group of 5s. But that's just a flaw in the way you constructed the thing. But the flaw is not having access for the Group of 5. You need that. You need it for legal reasons, but you also need it because it makes the regular season more compelling for fan bases that otherwise would feel like they're playing as second-class citizens. I know there's a clear divide between the haves and the have-nots in college football, but it's kind of cool that Tulane is in the bracket.
Yes.
Like, right now, Tulane can honestly say if we win 4 more games, we're national champions.
Yeah.
James Madison can honestly say if we win 4 more games, we're national champions. They're almost certainly not going to do it, but that's a cool thing to be able to tell yourself in schools like them, like Memphis, without the 12-team playoff and access. You could never say that to yourself again.
What's today's biggest game?
Let's go to New York City.
Okay.
Let's go to Midtown Manhattan. Let's go to Madison Square Garden for the Jimmy V. Take it to it's BYU doubleheader, BYU Clemson, followed by Florida UConn. Florida UConn, top 20 matchup, 8 o'clock, ESPN. In between games, they'll show the Jimmy V speech, which we've all seen a million times now. It really is a great speech. It's like a great speech. That Jim Valvano speech is like if you're going to step on stage at an award show and give what amounts to the last big speech of your life, he nailed it. He was great. So I always enjoy watching that. Then, of course, we'll get the nightcap, Florida UConn. Huskies, 4.5-point favorites. Totals 147.5. How you going to act?
Man, I guess I'll go UConn. I mean, they'll have a heavy crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll go UConn.
It'll feel like, I mean, UConn fans, what they like to tell you is they have 3 home courts.
Yeah.
The Hartford Civic Center, Gamble Pavilion, and Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Now, St. John's fans would say, not so fast. But UConn ain't playing St. John's tonight. They're playing Florida. That's going to be 2,000 Florida fans, 16,000 UConn fans.
Yeah.
Huskies laying 4.5. Bennett says he'll take them. Tip at 8 o'clock. You can watch it on ESPN.
What are we watching on TV?
Tonight on ABC 24 at 7 o'clock, Kevin Costner presents The First Christmas. How do you even think of that? How do you think somebody even thinks? Is it pretty cool? How do you think somebody goes, hey, Christmas? Anybody got some ideas for some Christmas specials?
Yeah.
It's the holiday season again. You're sitting in a room somewhere. It's like, hey, what are we going to do Christmas specials this year? And somebody says, I've got an idea. What? What's your idea? What if we did a Kevin Costner presents The First Christmas? How does that pop into somebody's head?
Well, I mean, he's a historian. Like he does historical things. That's what he does. I like it.
He plays baseball on a field. That's what he does.
No, then he did Yellowstone, and then he did Horizon. I watched the first one.
Well, let me tell you what it says. Let me tell you what this says. Kevin Costner presents The First Christmas, takes a direct approach to the nativity story, exchanging the traditional holiday cheer for a more historically grounded portrayal of the circumstances, no matter how difficult, surrounding Jesus' birth. Kevin Costner's going to tell you the truth tonight about Jesus' birth. That's what I'm hearing.
And I'll be listening.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll watch this.
You will watch this?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was coming on, but this sounds like something up my alley.
You think you know the truth about Jesus' birth?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
Kevin Costner says you probably don't.
Okay, well then I'm listening.
You think you can trust
Thanks,
Kevin?
Kev.
You think you can trust Kevin Costner on Jesus' birth?
I do think I can trust him. Yes, I do think I can trust him.
It's a 2-hour special. It blends reenactments, narration from Costner, and commentary from Christian theologians to reframe a story many viewers think they know well. Holy shit.
I want to watch this.
You thought you knew everything about Jesus' birth. Turns out y'all don't know nothing about Jesus' birth.
Turns out you know nothing.
Turns out you know nothing about Jesus' birth, but Kevin Costner will teach you tonight.
Love a good nativity scene, too. Love a good nativity scene.
Good
like when we
nativity
drive
scene.
past a nativity scene, we like to stop for a moment and take a look at it. Love a good nativity scene.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm in. And I love Christmas.
Okay.
I love Christmas.
All right.
Like cinema.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like neck and neck.
So can I conclude from that what you really love is a good Christmas film?
More than anything.
What's your favorite Christmas film?
I mean, it's cliche, but it's Home Alone. It's one of my favorite movies ever.
Home Alone's great.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I've watched it every year for my whole life.
Sure.
I might like the second one better. I love them both equally.
Home Alone 2.
Yeah, Lost in New York.
I know.
I've never even been in New York. I love that. It's the dream. It's the dream.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You should get there sometime.
I'll try my best.
All right.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
All right. Kevin Costner is going to teach us about Jesus' birth tonight.
I'm in.
I like Kevin Costner in JFK.
I like Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
Didn't everybody hate Waterworld?
Not me.
You didn't hate Waterworld?
I love Waterworld.
I think everybody hated Waterworld.
That movie's great. I had all the action figures.
You had Waterworld action figures?
Yeah, I did.
You a special kind of nerd.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
Waterworld action figures. I think I still do have some at the house, actually.
Okay, adult nerd.
Yeah, well, we saved them over the years.
Yeah.
They're just in boxes.
That's called hoarding.
Yes.
Us normal people call it hoarding.
Yeah, my wife, we had a joint storage unit that we put all our shit in, and she's like, "It's going on."
Hold on. Do you still have a storage unit?
Yes.
In it.
But it's just all my stuff.
Throw things away.
It's stuff I need.
Throw things
stuff
away.
Stuff I cherish.
No.
It's stuff I cherish.
Oh, no. You're going to feel so much better about your life when you just get rid of everything.
No.
It's the best advice anybody ever told me.
It's my stuff.
If you don't need it, just throw things away. I throw things away.
I know you do.
It irritates my mother sometimes. My mom would be like, I found it. My mom would be going through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll be like, hey, I found this. And I'm going to bring it to you. And I'm like, throw it away. Oh, but you used to like it. Yeah, well, I was 7. I used to like a lot of things when I liked the Smurfs when I was 7. But if you had a bunch of Smurf stuff to bring me, I'd say throw that away too. I don't want it. Oh, yes, you do. And this is every conversation we have. Just get rid of it. You don't need it.
No, because like me, even like my kid, like I'll bust out, go get an old barrel of toys and like bust it out for my kids, and they love it.
You got iPads around your house?
We're trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Wait till you get iPads.
We're trying to avoid that.
Wait till you get iPads.
We do have one. We do have one.
If the only reason you're keeping these old toys is for your kids,
we try our best.
Wait till they get iPads. They'll never touch them toys again. Wait till they get iPads. They'll never touch anything again other than their iPads.
We try to avoid that limited screen time.
Avoid it for as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Phones, keep them out of their hands for as long as you can. They change your kids.
Oh yeah, I know.
They change your kids.
Yeah.
When I won't tell you which one, but we had to like shut it down with one of them. Like, hey, but like no phone, no nothing. We're not doing this anymore. Nothing. He's a different kid.
Yeah.
Now he wants to hang out with you.
There you go.
Like he wants to, hey, Dad, can we watch the football game? But if you give him a phone, he wants to go in his room and be on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
But now the phone's not an option. Now he wants to watch a football game with you, right? Different kids. Seriously, we're lost cause at this point.
Yeah.
We've already messed up our whole lives. But you still got time. Keep them away as long as you can.
Waterworld was an underappreciated film.
I don't know.
It really was.
I thought people hated it.
No,
I thought people hated it.
I think now it's like a cult classic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, I don't think.
You never saw Waterworld?
I don't think I saw it. I love Kevin Costner and JFK.
I got the Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
The Waterworld or JFK?
Both. JFK's great too.
I know it's filled with conspiracy stuff.
It doesn't matter. It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. It's fun.
Anyway, Kevin Costner is going to teach us about Jesus' birth.
I'm in, Kev.
Okay, I guess I didn't think I was going to watch this, but now I'm kind of curious.
I'm curious too.
I kind of want to know what was going on with Jesus.
I want to know what's up.
I want to know what was up with Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought I understood what was going on with his birth. Like his mom didn't do it with nobody, and then they were like, but she's pregnant anyway.
And there's going to be a nativity? Like, I'm in.
Yeah. I want to see. What if... My whole life, I thought I knew how this virgin had this baby. Turns out Kevin Costner says you don't. What a wild thing. What a wild thing to have Kevin Costner, the star of JFK, tell you you don't really know anything about how this...
He's a historian as well.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess if you know more about Jesus' birth than anybody else in the world, you are a historian.
Yes.
Just didn't think I was going to hear this from Kevin Costner. I thought it'd be Joel Osteen or somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. I guess we're in. I guess we're in.
The Untouchables. That's another one. Just a classic Kevin Costner movie.
Who knew that guy would be the one to teach you about Jesus' birth? What a wild world we're living in.
What a wild world we're living in.
It's crazy out there.
What's the best thing we've read?
Adam Rittenberg over at ESPN.com made score predictions for every postseason game in college football, including the Gasparilla Bowl at Raymond James Stadium down in Tampa.
Okay.
It's between Memphis and NC State.
Final score. I wonder what's going on at NC State. Did they lose their coach? Do we know? I haven't seen his name pop up anywhere. I can begin to know.
I think he was in trouble and then rallied late.
Oh, good. I'm going to say final score, NC State 27, Memphis 24. Is that it? Tell me that's it.
Well, you're predicting a Memphis loss?
Because he's saying Memphis lost their coach.
Oh, you're not predicting it. You're trying to predict what Adam Rittenberg predicted.
What Adam said.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did predict the Memphis loss, score slightly off. He's got it NC State 38, Memphis 27.
Damn.
Okay,
well, at least we get a high-scoring affair.
It'll be a shootout.
Yeah.
He thinks there's going to be a shootout at the Gasparilla Bowl. 38-27. You want to know what he wrote? Here's what he wrote. The way these teams ended their regular seasons couldn't have been more different. Shut up, Adam Rittenberg. Don't rub it in. Memphis dropped its final 3 games, we know, and 4 of its final 6, we know, after entering the AP Top 25 following a 6-0 start, we know. Then the Tigers lost coach Ryan Silverfield and others to Arkansas. We know that too, Adam Rittenberg. NC State had a tough midseason stretch, but won 3 of its final 4 games, including an upset of Georgia Tech. The Wolfpack haven't won a bowl game since 2017 and shouldn't lack motivation in this one. Expect a big performance from quarterback C.J. Bailey.
Okay, yeah.
And the NC State offense. Can you write one nice thing about us, Adam Rittenberg?
I had a feeling it was going to go something like that.
Adam Rittenberg gives us no chance. I take it personally.
Yeah, I do too. Kind of.
If you want to
rally Tigers.
NC State in the betting market, 5.5-point favorite over the Tigers. So if you want to read score predictions for every postseason game, Adam Rittenberg's got them for you. ESPN.com.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow is Wednesday. That means Chris Vernon.
Yep.
Chris Vernon from the Chris Vernon Show will join me in studio. That's always fun. So should be a fun day. Looking forward to it already. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll try to enjoy mine. And let's meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.